Hello, 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 y'all. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Let me see. Hey, Miss Dolores. Hello there. How are you? Hey, Diamond. Hey, Lolita. Hey there. Hey, Deja. Hello, 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 y'all. Hello, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. I hope that you guys had a great today and yesterday so far. My day has been a little crazy. Hey, Teresa. Hello there. I'm here, guys. Yesterday I had to take the day off, y'all. Yesterday I was just not feeling it, y'all. Hey, Casper. Hey, Robin. Hey, TT. I was just not feeling it yesterday. The Kimani case has truly shook me up. Like it has really has. It has truly shook me up. And hey, Jenny. And I thought that I was numb. Like I really thought that I was numb to because I've been covering stories. Hey, Mr. Soso. For 5 years, I've been covering stories on social media. So I thought that I've seen it all. Like I really thought, and people normally ask me, like, how do you get through your day-to-day covering these type of stories? And you never seem to be upset. You always seem to be able to keep it professional and keep it up and keep going. Yesterday, I ain't have it, y'all. Yesterday, I'm gonna be honest, I did not have it. I didn't even get any sleep the night before. I had a headache from the day prior, and I woke up with the same headache when I woke up yesterday. It was the same. So I needed just to take a mental break. I didn't do absolutely nothing yesterday. I laid in the bed, ate, laid in the bed. I didn't do nothing at all. And I haven't done that in so long. But today I'm feeling a little bit better. Not 100% because I still have to go cover some more stuff in for Bigo, but I'm still not 100%, but we are here. But see, this case, I decided to do this case today because I can take a little break from it for a second. Um, yeah, yeah. My mind was running, it was running too much, but I was angry. Like I was angry. I was just all type of emotions. I was angry because for one, me being someone that has been watching this case step by step, play by play, interview by interview, and it hit me like everybody is a liar. Everybody is a liar. Like everybody that we have seen speak have told a lie. Have told from everybody has told a lie, y'all. Everyone. And it really pissed me off because I'm thinking to myself, if all of y'all are lying to us at this point, I can only imagine what lies was told when she was alive and how y'all held secrets when she was alive and how people, knew things was going on but act like that it wasn't going on. I can only imagine because everyone is lying. This is the first case I've ever seen where everyone told a lie. This is the first case. Normally, when I'm doing cases, I can piece it together. This person, this time, this date, this date. I'll have a fact here, and then if somebody else will throw a wrench in there with a lie. And then that person to say their version, and then somebody come behind that person, boom, another lie. It was just all over the place. So today on Bigo, I'm gonna start from the beginning. I'm gonna start all the way from the beginning. From the moment that there was a post made of her being missing and try to piece this together, y'all. I'm not going to be okay until I be able to see exactly what's going on here. And that's going to clear my mind more. But as long as my brain cannot process what happened, I'm not going to be able to let this go. So I have to walk myself through it. I'm sorry. I just have to. That's just how I am when it comes to cases. I have to know what's going on. So we're going to do that today. And yeah, let's get into this case here of Joshlin Smith. This is an international case that happened out in South Carolina, Cape Town. Crazy thing is, that's one of my dream locations is Cape Town. I've done a lot of research on Cape Town, the things that goes on there. So we're about to get into this. Joslyn was actually, her case is kind of crazy. Hey Riley, she was reported missing by her mother. And it just went left from there. And this is a case that's another. This is another case where lies and inconsistencies and things of that nature, things of that nature. That this is another case just like it, where everybody's lying. Okay, alrighty. So Joslyn Smith was six years old. She was fair skinned, as you can see. She has some bluish green eyes. And she went missing February the 19th of 2024. Okay. And this happened down in Cape Town in South Africa. So her status as of right now, she is still missing. As just reported this month, she's in fact still missing. So on February the 19th of 2024, Joslyn Smith had disappeared from outside of her home in Cape Town. So Kelly Smith, who is her mother, okay, this woman here, if only you can, if you think demonic, this is what it would look like right here. So Kelly Smith allegedly had left Joslyn in the care of her boyfriend, okay, Jaquin Apollos, while she went to collect her social grant money that she was supposed to be getting. So neighbors say that Kelly was home most of the day, conflicting with her original statements. So inconsistencies had begun in the very beginning of this case, okay, because her story didn't never make sense. Okay. So inconsistency number one was that Kelly claimed that she had left for errands, but witnesses say that Kelly had waited over 6 hours to report Joslyn missing, only notifying authorities at 6 p.m. that night. Inconsistency number two, there was a delay in the reporting when Joslyn was missing, despite immediate concern that was expressed. Okay. So she knew that her daughter wasn't where she was supposed to be immediately. But it was a whole 6 hours before she decided, okay, I'm going to make a report now. Okay, that was the first two inconsistencies. So during the community search, Kelly was seen acting very calm, showing no visible signs of distress, no emotion at all, and was reportedly more concerned about finding her boyfriend than her daughter. Okay. Now, when this case first came out, when I was first watching, you have everybody in the town that is out there. It's just how we seen with Kimani's situation. Everybody from the town is out there searching for her. Meanwhile, you have the mother, and I remember she had a really stone face, just like she's looking here. While everybody is searching, she's very stone searched, stone looked, and just standing around while everybody is searching for her and talking to the media and things of that nature. Why these so-called mamas think that they need to leave their child with a boyfriend is just beyond me. I don't even understand. And I always tell people all the time. I tell women that all the time. In the era of 2025, unless this man is about to marry you and you got a ring on your finger, there is no need for him to meet your kid. I stand on that. I don't care if y'all are dating. I don't care if you like him. I don't care about none of that. Unless you're planning on marrying him, he has no business in your household. He is not your babysitter. He cannot come there for dinner. He cannot stay overnight. If you want to meet him outside. If you want to go out somewhere, go to the park, go to dinner, go to the movies, but he does not belong in your home. The reason why I feel that way, and I feel that way strongly, is because your home is your child's safe. That's your house. It is. That's your home. You pay the bills, your name on the lease. Great. That's your child's safe space. Meaning, whether you're in this home, that home, wherever you are, that child has to feel safe in that house. And whenever you go against your child not being safe in that house is no longer a home, no matter who name is on the lease. So that's why I feel that way, especially because we're seeing so many stories where people they fall in love with a man and then they decide, okay, he can watch my baby. He can do this with my kid. No, 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 no. You may see him as a great man, but a lot of times your kids see them for exactly for who they are. You just don't see it because you're seeing rainbows and unicorns. And a lot of times your kids can feel it and see it before you do. They can. So I am one that believe don't need to happen. So on February the 20th of 2024, SAPS had launched an extensive search for Joslyn's community, for Joslyn, and community volunteers and the neighborhood watch groups also mobilized to assist. So witnesses also suggest that Kelly was discouraging the search party, from basically stopping and blocking people from going to search for her. Okay. She was out there with everybody. Another one. Okay. That's a part of the crime, but want to go out and search and then deter people from searching. That's what her own mother was out there doing. So to add to the other two consistencies, you also had Kelly claiming to cooperate, but she really wasn't cooperating at all with the authorities. There was flyers on social media as well as campaigns that was spreading awareness, including the hashtag Bring Joslyn Home, because of course her mother is not assisting at any point. So now it has become a community effort. So they're pulling in any and everybody to assist. Okay. So moving to March 7th, Kelly Smith, Jaquin Apollos, who was the boyfriend, and Stavino Van Ren were arrested on charges of kidnapping, human trafficking, and obstruction of justice. It is also alleged that Kelly had sold or delivered Joslyn for money. Okay. So in the very beginning of the investigation, I think they said it would have equal to about $16 that she sold her for in American coin. It was close to nothing. I don't quote me on the amount, but it was close to nothing. I remember it was literally close to nothing is what she sold her kid for. As if there's amount there that it doesn't mean it matter if it was $1 million. But what stood out to people is the amount that she sold her child for. Meanwhile, she was out there, searching for her child as if she didn't know that she sold her child to these said people. To add on top of the other three consistencies, you also have a fourth consistency where Kelly continued to claim that she had no clue on where her daughter was, despite there being evidence to prove that, in fact, she knew. Okay? So a neighbor and a pastor has testified. So a local pastor had testified that Kelly Smith had approached him in 2023, openly discussing plans to sell her children. She has more than one, by the way. Kelly reportedly asked the pastor for $1,100 per child, but was willing to accept them as low as $275. I'm going to say those numbers again. 1,000 per child, but she was willing to take them for 200, give them away for $275. Okay. So the pastor had described Kelly as being desperate for money, referencing some financial hardship as well as addiction struggles as well. They say that she was a drug addict at some point. Okay. So the pastor also says that there was some warning signs that the authorities should have been able to pick up to, but he says that they ignored them at first at the time of the investigation. So the evidence also showed that there was some premeditation there due to the possibility that she had already wanted to sell her babies. She was already shopping around town to see who would buy her child or her children to multiple different people. Now, she says that she never ever done that before. She never tried to sell her children, and she also says that she doesn't even have any type of drug addiction, but when you look at her videos, you can tell that she has some type of addiction. Don't know which one it is. To me, it's drugs like everybody else say, but to me, you can tell she's on something. She always looks very much out of it. Even when it was time for them to search for her, search for Joslyn, she looked high at that moment. So you also have a neighbor. So a longtime friend and neighbor had testified over 3 days. She reported that Kelly had confessed and said, "I did something silly. I sold my child to a sangoma." Okay. So we're going to get into what a sangoma is. So the neighbor claims that Kelly had told her that she was motivated by financial desperation and she needed the money. So Kelly had allegedly had promised money to keep had promised some money in order to keep people quiet, offering bribes to people and to those that knew about her plan. She tried to give them money because let's not forget she did say she did say that she was leaving out the house to go get some type of money that she was supposed to be getting. So apparently she was shopping around for to sell children while also trying to pay people to be quiet. So the neighbor also witnessed Kelly packing Jocelyn's clothes up in a black bag on the day that she disappeared. She saw Kelly and Jocelyn getting into a white car with a woman. Okay, so this woman is believed to be a sangoma. So the lady also testified that the buyer had specifically wanted Jocelyn for two reasons. She wanted her eyes and she wanted her skin. So moving on to inconsistency number 6. So Kelly had denied knowing anything about a sangoma. Yet the neighbor says that she directly knew a sangoma, multiple sangomas. She know who they are and how to get in contact with them. So you also have a teacher who testified that Kelly said she's already on a ship inside of a container on her way to West Africa. Is what this teacher says that Joslyn had that the mother had told her about Joslyn, that Joslyn's body had already been shipped away. So she then continues to lie and say she never said that. So anytime that someone has been speaking out about her selling her child to a sangoma, she goes back and say, I never said that. I never offered my children, basically going against what everybody is saying. So it is also said that so for those of you that don't know what a sangoma is, a sangoma is a witch, a witch. They're highly used in Africa, okay? And sangomas are very much traditional healers, okay? And they are recognized by traditional health. So while many sangomas do provide some spiritual healing to people, they do exploit people for criminal acts, including the use of body parts. Okay. So the person who allegedly took Joslyn was rumored to be desiring her for a ritual because of her features. So a Sagoma was initially arrested but released due to lack of evidence. Okay. So let me help you guys understand how that works. I don't know if you guys remember when I did the show on the Yahoo Boys. Okay. Yahoo Boys, Yahoo Plus, things of that nature. Okay. The Yahoo Plus had begun to take on some of this here. Okay. Where they believe that certain body parts can bring them certain things, i.e., money, i.e., a rich person, i.e., like fame, so they want certain body parts. And these body parts can be used as charms. Like how some people use like a lucky charm, except for it's a body part. Okay. So she possibly went to this Sangoma after she had already went around town asking people did they want to buy her child or buy her children. So she possibly ended up running into a Sangoma, or someone either directed her to a Sangoma, because the Sangoma will in fact do it. Some of them will. Some of them begin to use their skill to do criminal acts, to basically do ritualistic things. Okay? And what's crazy is she has the same type of skin and the same type of eyes. So 9 times out of 10, she knew that her child's skin was profitable, because a lot of times certain looks in certain places have a certain meaning. Okay. In some places, when you're albino, like I've seen something in Africa where a person who is albino is actually considered a dark energy. How we over here don't look at them like that. In other cultures, they are looked at as something totally different. A child that is born with disabilities can also be considered like a something bad. Something is like something really bad spiritually, depending on the type of feature. So you will never be able to convince me that this woman did not know that her child, and that's probably why she was going around selling her children. And I wouldn't even be surprised if she has already done this before and it just never ever came to nothing because of her skin tone. Okay. Because of her skin tone and because of her eyes. 9 times out of 10, she knew that she can get money for her children because of their features and their features alone. So, yeah, she knew. She knew. She knew big time. Oh, yeah, she knew. Now, my thing with this is this, like, I'm trying to figure out like why they wasn't able to arrest the sangoma, and it could possibly be because she's already gone and they have no way to basically pinpoint that she's the one that did it unless Kelly comes out and say it. But of course, Kelly isn't going to come out and say it. She's been lying this whole time. She's not going to come out and say that's the sangoma that I sold my baby to, because she's still building it up as if she didn't steal her baby, still to this sell her baby, even to this day. Even during trial, she really is sitting there as if she didn't sell her child, but she did. The only person that would be able to pull the sangoma into this is her. And she has never, still have never been found. And I don't think that she will ever be found because of the reasoning in which they took her. They took her for specific body parts. So we know how that can go. And let's not forget, she also told somebody that she was already on her way over, on a boat. She was already going to another part of Africa. She's gone. So the fact that she was out here having full blown, that is bold though. For her to shop around, this is sick. For her to shop around the town, that's bold. Now, wonder she didn't care about looking for her daughter because she knew where her daughter was at the whole time. She knew her daughter was with the Sangoma. She knew it. And I wouldn't be surprised if the boyfriend did. I wouldn't be surprised if he knew it. I think he knew it too. But I also think because they was all high on drugs, they didn't care because they were trying to get some money. They were trying to get money. You have to be one sick individual to attempt to sell your children for $250 as a deal. You have to be one sick, demented person to do that. But we have to understand culture. In some cultures, this is done. People do sell children, people do give kids away. In some cultures, it's a thing. You know how we have adoption agencies when we want to get kids. In some places, you can buy a kid and someone that can't have them, they can get your kid. Some places it's done like that. But it's the reasoning behind what she sold her kid for. It wasn't for someone to take care of her kid. It's because she wanted to sell her children for body parts. Yeah, they definitely didn't care. They didn't care at all. Not one bit. Not one bit at all. And this happens more than what people want to acknowledge when it comes to these type of cases, y'all. This happens a lot more with because you have to understand. See, over here, we have been taught certain things about witch doctors and things of that nature. We were taught to kind of like stray away from them. In the current day, people starting to use them more, but we have been taught to stray away from them. In their culture, witch doctors are normal. That's an everyday thing. And how they do it within their culture is normal. So what we may be looking at as that is sick and demented, they could be looking at it as that's normal. Not this deep in normal where you actually do and want sell your kids to a sangoma for for body parts, but witch doctors are in fact normal. They go to them all the time. And many people actually believe in them before they believe into like Western medicine, you know? So it's just one of those things, especially in Africa, that's common. Yeah, it's a common practice. How we go to our physician, they go to a witch doctor. It's just that, it's just that now witch doctors are beginning to take on things like this. It's not more so much about spiritual healing or, gaining wealth or getting clarity. It's more so now they're really taking on this whole children thing. It's this thing right now where children are is a big issue actually over there, where they have created programs and funding in order to put it into this because it happens so much to where children are the target. Children are literally the target all over the world, we should say now. Because now people are not just taking their sick and demented things into adults, they're now taking precious children and ending their lives or doing sick things to them. And it's growing rapidly all over the world. On our end, it's what we have with the Kimani situation. On their end, it's witch doctors and sacrificing children. It's just a different way of they're doing it. But children are the target today. In many cultures, they believe that either the children's body parts or their eyes or their skin or their hair can actually bring them wealth or bring them fame or bring them some of them have it to where like there was, I don't know if you guys remember the case of that's the three African boys that were extradited over here because they were talking to a college kid, and apparently he had ended up sending them some nude images, and they tried to basically expose him on social media to all of his family, and he ended up doing something to himself and ending himself. And they basically use those charms for situations like that, like bring me a rich American that'll send me money, or bring me a rich American girl so that I can get to America. Like they use the body parts and the charms of children for stuff like that, to pour in and lure in whatever it is in which they're asking for. This is why I tell people that if you're dating and you're deciding to go over there and do it, be very careful. There has been people that ended up getting into a relationship with someone online, and they are connected with this whole stuff here, and they never make it back. They never make it back, or something crazy end up happening. And it's because it's a lot of darkness is going on when it comes to witches and sangomas and sacrifice and stuff like that. It's an evil practice. That's why a lot of celebrities are involved in it. It says that it brings wealth or fame. Yeah, wealth for fame. They ask for a lot of different stuff, a lot of different things in which they ask for. And yeah, a lot of the celebrities are definitely a part of it. And there's a lot of them that are witches in the industry as well. But this is another one of those situations of a mother that can't, but you can look at this one and tell she ain't rap tight. I can look at her and tell that this lady was a piece of work. Outside of all the drugs and all of that, you know how they got that look? She has that really stone, evil look. She has it. Yes, please like this video if you like this video, and I would definitely appreciate it. Like this video if you like this video. Alrighty, guys. So we do have Bigo today. Okay, we do have Bigo today. Bigo, I will be coming over to you guys. We're going to be going over I feel like I want to do the Kimani case from the beginning, okay? Because there are so many lies that has been told in this case. The mother says that she's been with the grandmother for all her life, while the grandmother says she was with a godmother. The godmother says she didn't leave her house until she was 12 years old, and some people say she was only with her for 8 months. And it's a lot that is being said in this case right here, and it's a lot of people lying. It's a lot of lies being told. Somebody isn't telling the truth. And I'm going to say nobody in this situation is telling the truth. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you right now. I honestly believe that Kimani was a pawn, a monetary pawn that was being handled from paycheck to pay. You have her get money, da da da. And I also believe that the godmother did have her, but I think she only had her because the grandmother couldn't get her because of her charges. So I think that the reason why it's not making sense is because the time in which she was supposed to be with the godmother, she was actually with the grandmother, and she was not supposed to be. That's what I honestly believe. I honestly believe that because thank you, Diamond. I honestly believe that she was being handled because the grandmother and the godmother are best friends. And I think the grandmother had the godmother file for custody because she couldn't get it because of all she has assault charges and she tries to hit somebody with a hammer and all fraud charges and everything like that. I don't think she was able to get her. I think it had to take a minute. And I don't even think that she should have been able to get her in this last go around, but she did. But yeah, that's what I think. So we're going to start from the very beginning today and we're going to work our way up. Okay, and track the lies. We got to track the lies. No press conference has happened. The offender did not go to court, I guess, because he's still in the hospital. So we're going to go over all of that today. If you are new here, please make sure that you definitely subscribe to the channel. I go live Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. is crazy. 8 a.m. is bizarre, Savvy. 8 a.m.? Really? So 8 a.m.? At 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 8 a.m. goes crazy. Where did 8 a.m. come from? Yeah, so 8 a.m. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I go live Monday through Friday on YouTube. Okay, so please make sure that you definitely subscribe. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get the link for you. Bring back loving, caring, nurturing, protective moms. Sick of it. Man, I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick. And this is why, this is why I say, I hope now people understand why I'm saying we got to hold these women accountable. Like, this is why I keep saying it. And people get so upset with me. What about the sisters? And what about, why we attacking the mom? And, maybe she was depressed, or maybe she had postpartum depression, or maybe she just needed help, or I done heard every excuse under the sun. I done heard every excuse under the sun, and I'm just tired of hearing. I done heard so many lies and so many this. I'm on the kids' side. I keep telling people I love y'all adults. I swear I love y'all. I do. I love y'all. I love adults, but I love kids more than I like y'all. I love y'all. Okay, please understand that. Please understand that Savage Royalty does this for kids. Okay, now while y'all watch me, the engine that makes me go is the kids. Okay, that's what it is. Alrighty, guys, be go. I'll be coming to you guys at 11 a.m. I'm just getting some notes together, so give me some time to hit that live button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, let me know. Okay, I was thinking maybe I do need to bring the Royal Lockbox back because maybe I need a day to kind of relax, y'all. Maybe I need a day to kind of relax. And so, because we used to do the Royal Lockbox at the end of the week because we talk about so many crazy cases. So I was thinking yesterday, maybe I need to bring the Royal Lockbox back. That Royal Lockbox was really, really nice for those of you that don't know that basically when we wrote letters at the end of the week and I give my advice on your life. It was really fun. It was entertaining too. I was thinking, I'm gonna think harder though and see if I do bring it back. It may be on the nighttime podcast that I'm working on. Okay, if I do bring it back, we'll see. We'll see. All right, guys. You guys have a great day, and thank you for watching True Crime with Savage.